Hey, good morning, guys. It's Yo the Hookin Hut. And today I'm going to be taking lots of naps because I've been awake since 2 o'clock this morning. And 2:20, I finally crawled out of bed and said, the heck with it, it's just not going to happen. And so I went and tried to go back to bed about 10 after 4, and I was like, just lying there because I had a headache. Every time I don't wear my headband, I get a headache. So that's why you see me a lot with hats on and stuff, because for some strange reason, when my forehead gets cold, you can just kiss it goodbye. And then, of course, it doesn't help that, for those of you who are like me, whenever it rains, you get a sinus headache. It's raining again. But that's good, because guess what? Hey, this was yesterday's. It was raining, so I didn't get, and really, really muddy. So I didn't get to go digging yesterday, but I got to put rain beads on. And today it's going to be the exact same thing, more rain beads. So that was exciting. And these, by the way, in case you've forgotten, these are more than rain beads. They're glow-in-the-dark rain beads, so I'm excited. So anyway, so my thing is getting a little longer. And what day are we? I am now on, I can forget that fast. Oh, today I will be on day 24. So I've only got 6 more days after this. And my little scarfie will be technically done. Then I got to weave in a billion ends. But the fun thing, I don't remember if I've been showing this or not, but it's, it's like having my scarf in a book. Because each day I've taken out little clips and taped them in my little Knit the Sky Projects notebook, and just to record them and why they're there, sometimes with little bits of information. Sometimes I've noted whether or not I've gone out or not, and when I see that it's mud and rain, I know I haven't gone out. Look for the rain beads. And the scarf has been a progression thing. There's a bit of inconsistencies in it, but it's because as the month is going on, the 30 days of the adventure, new ideas would pop in, just like the idea of, okay, it's really been raining a lot, and we had some flooding, so I threw in the flood beads. That wasn't in the plan. We could have had other windy days, and I'm pretty certain we did, but all of a sudden it was like, wait, I should be recording those windy days. How can I do that? Let's just use a bunch of colorful beads, and that'll do it. And then we've got our windy days recorded. And so you can see 2.5 windy days. Well, it's actually 3 windy days. This one just also had rain accompanied with it. And so that's, how the progression of the scarf has been. It's just been as things came to mind, it's like, okay, I'm changing it. It's being flexible and, realizing that, okay, dude, this is just yarn. It's not something that's going to mean the end of the world if I suddenly change my mind and decide, oh, I'm going to do this now. So that's been the fun of it. And then, of course, keeping it recorded and everything in here so that I can always go back and look and go, oh, that's why that was there. I'm pushing 60. Anything's possible. I could easily forget. But anyways, so there's that. And again, all those ideas come from the book by Lee Redmond, Knit the Sky. And she's just got a load of stuff in here that will spark your imagination. This in particular, this was this was inspired by the book, not directly, this is what the book says to do. Now, when I do the one about literally knitting sky colors, picking out a time of day, then we've got that, but not until then. And for those of you who have been following me on Instagram and or my regular Facebook page, I hate gauge swatching. Seriously, this is gauge swatch number 5, and it is still wrong. It's like, okay, how many times can I change the needle to get it? But it's not the pattern. It's Red Heart with Love Yarn. It is not right for this pattern. You cannot get the gauge with that yarn. I mean, I've done every needle imaginable and I'm just not getting it. So finally it was like, oh, stop being stupid. Just figure your gauge, get as close as you possibly can, and then run with it. So instead of casting on 32 stitches, I'll be casting on 28 because 4 stitches equal an inch. In their case, 4.5 stitches equaled an inch. Well, I got 4 stitches per inch, and I'm not going to keep fighting with it. And when I figured it out, I divided the 32 by 4.5 from their original pattern. They got 7.11. Well, I'm going to cast on 28. I get 4 stitches per inch, and so it's going to be 7 inches. So, I'm 0.11 off, which will make a difference in the end, but just, I'd rather have it be like that than, the alternative. But anyway, so that's what we're working on. And there's my swatch. So long as I get, 3 inches on the ribbing, 4 inches or whatever in the body, and then 2 inches in the palm, 2-inch palm ribbing, I really don't care. So that's what I'm doing. Just forget it. I'll modify my gauge. I'll modify the pattern to fit my latest gauge, and I quit on the darn thing. I could have had this stupid, if I would have done that yesterday, I would have had the mittens, the fingerless mitts, finished yesterday. And today I'd be starting on Christy's hat. So with with the yarn I didn't think I had enough of. So, oh goodness, it's getting crazy. So that's my day. It's going to rain, so I'm going to be working on getting caught up with that stuff. And I've got some other projects I'll be working on that have to do with the Hookin hut. I've got to get on getting Gracie's pattern up, which I'll probably save until tomorrow when I can focus on it a little better. And that's pretty much it for today. And I'm going to go record the Progress or Perish, and that will probably be the last business podcast. I think I'm going to stick... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that could or could not be. You never know. I'd really like to switch it to doing blogging, but I'd really like to get more focused back on to yarn itself, but we'll see what happens. So anyways, catch you guys later. See you tomorrow.